All right, you guys, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, drinking and fat loss. Can you have both? Can you enjoy margaritas and craft beer and wine and cocktails and still get lean and shredded? Especially around summer, or seltzers or White Claws. Do they fit in a diet, in a weight loss journey? Yes and no. The way I'm approaching this, when I say I'm going to use the words like alcohol is a toxin, all that garbage, I'm going to use those words. Don't think that is coming from a place of like judgment and I'm over here on like a high horse by any means. Like yesterday, what depends on when you're watching this, but like yesterday for like me doing this live right now was Easter. I had my fair share of mimosas yesterday. I mean, I love my champagne. There's no shame in that. It's fine. I did not track my macros yesterday. It's fine. I had like 3 desserts yesterday. It's fine. It's all about how to approach things in a balanced way. So let's go straight into like, can you do macro tracking and enjoy beer and wine and whatever it is? Absolutely yes. So when you look at each of your 3 macros, we can boil it down to a science. Every gram of protein or every gram of carbohydrate is worth 4 calories. Every gram of fat is worth 9. Every gram of alcohol, or like however they're like quantifying that, is worth 7 calories. It's weird. It's not like any of the other macros. Protein and carbohydrate are worth 4 calories for every gram. Fat's worth 9. And then alcohol is 7. It's a weird, it's its own little beast. And it provides no nutritional value from like a vitamin mineral standpoint. We're not going to say it's enhancing our health by any means. Yeah, there's all like the red wine, heart health, whatever. You can also just like eat some like vegetables and some blueberries. Like it's fine. But what I want to talk about is how to actually do the math. So the standard approach, the easiest thing to do, if you are going to have let's keep the math really simple, a 100 calorie light beer or a seltzer, divide the amount of calories in the alcoholic drink by 4. For this example, that gives us 25. That is the amount of carbohydrate in that beverage. So if you have 3 100-calorie seltzers, or let's just make math even easier. If you have 4 100-calorie seltzers at a pool party, that gives you 100 grams of carbohydrate you drank. Totally fine. That's considerably more than you would probably have in like a sitting at any meal, unless it was just straight up like a giant bowl of oatmeal or something that was like massive. But that's a lot of liquid carbohydrate. There's nothing inherently good or bad about it. You just need to be an informed consumer. So if you are tracking your macros, the proper way to do it is to take the calorie count, divide it by 4. That is the amount of carbohydrate. So you'll notice that a seltzer, a light beer, or like a glass of champagne, because the standard pour is like 4 ounces, are going to be lighter alternatives, or like an ounce of a distilled anything basically, and a 0-calorie mixer like soda water or Diet Coke, if you will, versus a full calorie craft beer or a margarita or like what are those, like a White Russian? I don't know what's in those, but like more calorie forward drinks. You'll notice not all drinks are created equal. So if you're doing the math and you're on a diet, you'll realize that the more you drink, the less calories or carbohydrates you have left over for eating. And if calories are a little bit lower because you're in a fat loss phase, you're going to do better eating most of your food, not drinking it. But what happens when you want to drink? That's how you factor it in. That's not to say that you always need to factor it in when you drink. Yesterday, I didn't. I usually track my macros. I didn't yesterday. I decided it wasn't going to fit in the day, and it was totally fine. I can still be mindful in that account. But what I really want to talk about is, even if you factor it in, even if you track it in your macros and you do the math oh so perfectly, can you drink as much as you want, technically, or drink at a high frequency and still see weight loss? Can you still see fat loss if you're drinking a lot? Yeah, but it's going to slow it down. Let's use this analogy. I used this for a client and I really liked how it kind of like made sense. So let's say we both wanted to lose some body fat that we've been carrying around for a couple of years. Let's equate that to, we both wanted to clean our house and we've had some stuff piling up in the guest bedroom's closet for a couple of years. There's just a lot of old stuff in there. That's what we want to purge. The fat we've been carrying around for a couple of years is what we would like to purge. So we're going to wake up Saturday morning. It is going to be the day that we're going to purge the closet. And we wake up Saturday morning and our beautiful little angel of a fur baby, God forbid, traipsed in mud everywhere. there's mud everywhere Saturday morning. So we have a brand new issue that needs to be cleaned up first before we go tackle what's been hanging around for a really long time. That closet isn't going anywhere. I'm not going to leave this brand new mess right now and go clean what's been sitting there for a couple of years. No, I'm going to address the acute new problem. Then if I have time left, I'll get to the closet. That's kind of how I would approach that cleaning situation and most other people. Your dog brings in mud, gets sick on the carpet. You're not going to let that sit there to go clean something that's been there for a really long time. Let's bring this back into drinking and weight loss. So we bring something in. We're drinking alcohol. Yum, yum, yum. Most of it's pretty good. We're having a good old time. Technically, it's a toxin. And our body has to do something to get rid of it, kind of like break it apart, filter it, attach it, and have you either piss or shit it out, basically. So your body wants to get rid of the toxin. Okay, we can all understand that. So your body is not going to spend time oxidizing any of its body fat that has been there for years, maybe years and years, while it has this new thing it has to address. I'm like, we have alcohol in me now. I'm going to put all of my effort toward getting rid of this, getting this out of my system before I'm going to think about mobilizing my fat tissue for energy and weight loss. It's not going to try and lose weight and use your fat tissue for energy if it has a bigger problem, a brand new problem. Oh, there's alcohol in me. Let's fix that right now. Much like if your dog traipses in mud, that becomes the problem, not what's been hanging out in the closet for a couple of years. So just know while your body's working on getting the alcohol out of it, it's not going to also be actively trying to help you get lean and shredded on your diet. So if you're drinking, do so mindfully and make sure you're mitigating your expectations so you know it will likely slow your rate of fat loss simply because your body will be spending some time not in a fat oxidative state because it's just trying to filter out your alcohol. Then it'll get back into trying to do what you're doing on your diet. So I've seen it take some clients down who are drinking, 4 or 5 nights a week, even if it's like a glass of wine or two or a beer or two, it just slows the rate. We still can see progress in that time, especially if you're factoring it into your calories and macronutrients appropriately. But you would theoretically make faster progress without it. That's not to say that you shouldn't drink on a weight loss journey because you have to enjoy the process. You have to enjoy things that you like. If having a glass of wine with dinner is an important part of your lifestyle, cool. Just make sure your expectations match. So can you drink your favorite drinks and still lose weight? Yes. Can you factor your drinks into your macronutrients and calories and diet profiles? Yes. Do you have to factor in every time you drink? No. But can it slow your rate of fat loss on a diet? Yes. So it's not about drinking is good or bad or you should or shouldn't. It's about making an educated and informed decision and making sure that your expectations match your actions. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As usual, give me a follow across all social media platforms, whichever you're watching me on. If you're seeing me on YouTube, on LinkedIn, or on Facebook, I'm going to be Dr. Hannah Branch, or you can find me on Instagram and TikTok as Dr. Hannah, drhannah.healthcoach. So come say hi. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I will catch you later.